too late.
Oh boy, this show's off the rails already. Hey, what's up, YouTubeites? Welcome to Lords of Longbox Presents Comic Book Shakers of the Week. Just having some fun back in the green room. If we could ever clip these, I meant even before Marty and JB came on, there was some shenanigans going on with Laura and Mr. Bird, with Mr. Bird City. Let's just say that.
People can see you,
and I was like, too late. Now you're already in there. I can see you. Yeah, I was like, too late. But hey, boys and girls, welcome to Thursday. So you know what it means. It's Freestyle Friday. So why don't you guys kick back, relax, put on your headgear. I'm gonna give you a trip through the atmosphere.
It's a man world. 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 Baby talk. Baby talk. Baby talk. Baby talk.
The baddest on the microphone apparatus is here. When I rock a rhyme, often eyes are dropping a tear. It's so beautiful, it's America's landscapes when this man makes lyrics like the syrups that you pour upon your pancakes. My mandate is to grip minds like a handshake. Spit Orlando Lakes and go skinny dip with the fan base. Over any damn breakbeat, I hastily make pastries tastier than anything that Wolfgang makes. So take notes out of suckers, I make coats, lump of some like Bubba Gump, fishing on lake boats. I take jokes and turn the comedy into drama. I'm bagging on your mama, I'm Jeffrey Dahmer behind ya. I'm a rhyme writer, lock stock, smoking the ganja. Rebuttals befuddle, leaving a puddle of saliva, sillies. You couldn't handle Randall when I throw my grammar at you. It hit your head and you would think I threw a hammer at you. I point the camera at you like Herb Ritz. Develop it, then use the pictures to pick up bird shits. You're nervous as the impervious wordsmiths hanging out in Rafa's new crib come with the verses.
What's shaking YouTube nights? Welcome to Lords of the Longbox Presents, the cover price comic book shakers of the week. Sorry, I was just a little baffled. I got notification from the post office. We were unable to attempt delivery of your item at 5:55 p.m. due to interference by an animal. What the fuck?
By an animal.
Yeah,
you got coyotes down there in California, don't you, Tim?
Yeah, but I mean, it's
a raccoon
late at night or some shit. I mean, the fucking
coyote.
Don't mess with the raccoons, man. They will.
No, postal workers are really, really sketch when it comes to animals. Like I walk my dog,
are.
and she's like the most timid thing ever. And they'll be like, "What was?" I'm like, "Dude, she's not."
Well, they've seen some shit, Evo. They've seen things, dirty things.
Delivery is subjective nowadays, man.
That's a pain. Yeah, I need to go and check and see what's outside my front door. Like, what the fuck, man? Is there like a goddamn coyote posted up there or some shit? Anyway, speaking of coyotes, Miss Bird City, say what's good to the folks, Laura.
You went from coyotes to me. All right. Hi, guys. Welcome in. This is an interesting list. It's a lot to read, a lot to cover, but it's cool. And we got the full crew here tonight, which is exciting. So welcome in. We're happy to have you.
Speaking of cool, JB, say what's good to folks.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the Shakers list. Are we going to get a preview of a book coming out from
So
Bird City
about
today?
that, I know I promised that, but not my fault.
Oh,
Skybound's
this is like homework right now, and I'm asking, did you finish that? Probably. Well, I don't know.
She lied. No, they it's gonna be pushed to Tuesday show, so they
Yeah.
something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Tuesday it is.
Yeah.
Tune in.
Marty,
Tuesday.
would you like to give us an opening blessing, please?
Oh, greetings and salutation, geeks and geekettes, and may the comic gods continue to bless your long boxes with golden, silver, bronze, and modern age comic books, and may you continue to watch Lords of the Long Box.
Yeah, you better, or else I'm leaving. God damn it. I'm out of this bitch. All right, this show is brought to you by friends.
Damn.
Today's giveaway. Tim.
Oh,
Today's giveaway is
okay.
2 books. 2 books.
Oh,
Don't throw the
oh.
extra book in there. You're messing up all my shipping. You ain't paying the shipping. I'm paying the shipping. 2 books. Right here. These are the 2
Oh.
books.
Beautiful.
That are
Oh
going
my
out
God, I love that
tonight.
one too, on your left. On
Make
your
sure
left,
you
brother.
comment on the Tuesday's top 10 list. I will
Leave a
drop the link
comment
here
on
shortly.
Tuesday
I-
show.
I'm
We're gonna do a
commenting right
randomizer.
now.
that one
Oh
on
my
the
God,
left,
that's
the one that you
I'll
like,
drop-
the call. That's all colored pencils done by Will
That is so
Strikey.
gorgeous.
That
That
is
is
dope.
so beautiful. I love that
That is
cover,
dope.
man.
Let's see if we can get Laura to say dope more often on the show. I was listening to playback and she was like, she
Yeah.
slipped the dope in there. So let's get right to this list brought to our friends over at CoverPrice.com for your price guide, selections, and trends. Head over to CoverPrice.com. Also, the Bird City Comics exclusive, our Bird City sponsor of Bird City Comics. Use discount code of LOTLB to get 15% off anything in the Bird City Comics store. And let's get right to it, boys and girls. This is the comic book Shakers of the Week. Focusing on high sales and most interesting sales found on the exclusive daily Shakers list. This list changes several times every day to make sure you check it out every day to review some of the hottest trending books in the market. And we will see what's shaking after we go through these 10 and give away some of the Miss Laura's books that JB has. So let's just kick this off and let's try to keep a bingo ling fucker from happening until at least halfway through, right? Shall we?
I'm
feel one
scared,
coming
Tim. I'm scared, guys. I really am. This is Shaker number 1. Albedo number 0, first print, white cover, yellow table, 50-cent, limited to 50. Thoughts and Image, published in 1983. Few may know the history behind the famed Albedo franchise. Still creator Steve Galassi was renowned for his technical creativity. Having been formerly employed by the United States Air Force, his knowledge of drafting, engineering, and physics truly encapsulated the forefront for creating this intricate universe while utilizing anthropomorphic characters
Oh
to
my
portray
God.
his vision. The world of Albedo has undoubtedly introduced us to such wonderful characters such as Irma, Felna, and Toki. But surely the most famed and deadliest of all, none other than Stan Sakai's Usagi Yojimbo. The popularity of these heroes grew to that of role-playing games, which are also considered collector's items. But the comics are where most enthusiasts have set their sights. The Albedo's first run, albeit not coined as an ash can, was so popular amongst fans that it managed to churn out 4 printings. But on this week's Shakers list, it's the limited 50 that got us all buzzing. 7,500 for a CGC 9.4 all-time high. Only the second appearance on our site. Unfortunately, the CGC does not have the individual's cover separated and lumps them in the same descriptions for grading. 3 different covers exist, 2 white covers and 1 blue cover. So according to CGC, there are 56 graded copies of all 3 covers. Regardless, with only 50 copies of this particular issue, it is undoubtedly a rare find and a valuable piece of Usagi Yojimbo's history.
And
That
you
was
may
pretty
think
good.
you have it.
You
but
are
don't.
treading a
It's the
thin
yellow
line,
table.
my friend.
Dude,
you are
that
treading
was-
a thin line.
Tim, I will be honest with you.
How
that
do you
it
pronounce
was
that
a
word right there? How
difficult
do you pronounce
read.
that word right there
Which one?
on the screen?
On the screen.
Anthropomorphic.
No, the guy's name.
Anthro
No, on the screen on the
Oh,
chat.
the creator.
Albedo?
I don't think you can see
You
that.
talking about Albedo?
Galici.
Galici.
Oh, Galici.
Yeah,
Okay.
put your
Yeah,
hand in the air when you say
Italian.
it. Come on. You
Yeah.
can't
God
say it unless
damn,
your hands in
man.
the air.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
You know what? I
let's-
got my fuck up out of the way, guys. So that's
I'm gonna give you
that's
some
enough.
eggs because I'm gonna let
Okay.
this slide. Get it?
Let
And
it slide,
I'm
my
gonna-
brother.
Anyway.
Let it slide.
Albedo's number 0, the first print, white cover, only limited to 50, 7,509.4. Good googly moogly.
Oh my goodness, guys. First of all, my apologies for that screwed up read. I apologize
You
wholeheartedly.
did great. You did
It
great.
was a long read, no excuses.
Anthropomorphic.
Get out
of
Anthropomorphic. No, I can't say it. All right. What do we have up next?
There we go.
Okay, next up, we have Avengers number 152. This is Marvel 1976. So when a new movie or a game trailer drops or a casting announcement is made, it's common to see significant related comic issues have high sales and a rise in value. Even just gossip about rumored projects can drive sales. In this case, it's a real head scratcher. This issue does feature the first appearance of Black Talon. If that name doesn't ring any bells, it's because he is a relatively small-time villain in Marvel Comics. Black Talon is a voodoo priest who can create and control zombies. He wears a dope costume that resembles a chicken and has an upside-down cross painted on his chest. He was a millionaire, a voodoo witch doctor, and an enemy of Brother Voodoo. Unless someone has a scoop that hasn't been circulated, the high sale this month remains a mystery. There are 29 other CGC 9.8s on the census. This seems to indicate that it's not a super rare comic, yet rare-ish in that condition. Raw copies in mint condition average about $14. This week, a CGC 9.8 sold for $650. If you really put on your tinfoil hats and peer into the darkness, perhaps the Black Talon will be appearing in the Agatha Harkness Coven of Chaos. I mean, the recently renamed Agatha Darkhold Diaries. He was at one time rumored to appear in the Wonder Man TV series that has reportedly been canceled. Regardless, this was a new all-time high that caught our attention this week.
Black Talon. So Avengers issue number
Nothing
152.
about Black Talon.
CGC 9.8. It's part of a kind of, the goofy villains of Marvel in the 70s.
Hold on. Let's put this into perspective. $650. You could have bought a Secret Wars 8 and a 9.8 for $650. What the hell are you doing spending $650 on
JD,
this hot garbage? Come on.
A near mint average raw is $14. So why not
Come
just buy it
on,
raw and
people.
Hey
sell
man,
it?
somebody likes Black Talon, who's a dude who apparently has just talons, but
There's
I'm
got to
with
be
JD. This makes
something.
no
There's
sense.
just got to be something going on.
I'm trying to recall, but we had a brother.
a raw copy for $14. Get the hell out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
Brother Voodoo long-term spec list a long time ago, and I do believe Black Talon was on there. It was one of the more obscure villains that are kind of one and done, maybe even one per episode or whatever. But they would definitely need to update his look because that people would just laugh at him. There's nothing terrifying about this Black Talon. So
I'll tell you what,
No,
I wouldn't be
no.
shocked if this was a typo and that should actually be $65 because that would be about right.
yeah, it's my friend.
I don't
brushing
know.
off.
I don't know.
All right, Avengers number 152 from 1976, 9.8 and $650. Man, all right, no Wonder Man dead there. Rest in peace, Wonder Man show. All right, what do we have next? Look carefully though. This
Look
is not
carefully.
the one you think you have.
Look at this cover right here. Shaker number 3 is Batman
It's my
404.
read. What are you doing, Marty?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
my
Marty's
bad.
TV.
Oh,
Man, first he's bingo link
Marty is on
fuckering, and now
fire
he's
today,
taking
man,
people's
I'm flink-
spots.
I'm
Marty is on
I'm
fire
Flingo.
today.
Like I'm in rare form
I just
tonight,
made
ladies
that.
and gentlemen.
That's a phrase. now.
Marty
Bingo,
is in absolutely rare form tonight.
bingo link fuckering. Bingo link.
All
right.
I have to.
At
now,
number
and
3,
to be honest with you, I did take a day off, so I'm a little rusty, right?
All right. By the way, take a close look at the cover. By the way, what we're looking for is the $1. You may even have this. I mean, you may actually have this, and you don't even know it. At number 3, we've got Batman issue number 404, the Canadian price variant $1. Originally published in 1987. Now, most people recognize this cover as a book that marks the beginning of the Year One storyline, the iconic and pivotal moment for a young Bruce Wayne standing over the bodies of his recently murdered parents. At that moment, the story of Batman begins. It's a prevalent book many collectors aim to acquire for the cover mentioned above and the first appearance of a modern Catwoman, but most have not heard of the Canadian Price variant. It's the
Oh.
rarest version of this book and commands a hefty premium. Recently, a CGC 9.8 came to market, one of 3 on the census, and sold for $2,085. That's the only 9.8 sale in our database and dwarfs the most recent CGC 9.6 sale from late 2022 of only $300. To put that in perspective, the Canadian Price variant sold for a whopping 10 times the average price versus a direct edition CGC 9.8. With the rise in popularity of foreign price variants, the difficulty keeping a black cover such as this in high grade, the monumental beginning to an epic run, or its rarity, it's easy to see why this book commanded such a sum. Maintaining that trajectory, well, that remains to be seen. There may be more out there just like this. So dust off that long box and check your copy. If it's marked $1, congrats, you found one.
Cool.
So shout out to our Canadian friends up north. You know, and to distinguish these Canadian variants, they should be like, you know, Batman, 404. It's a thing, man. If you ever been to Canada or spoken to Canadians, they do say A. I mean, it's not a stereotype. It's just a thing. It's just like, you know, somebody from Britain or Australia saying mate or something like that, you know, or Marty with his bingo ling fuckering.
Bingo lingo wing wingo.
Bingo ling fuckering is the new phrase that I've put into the universe. Bingo ling fuckering. Make that a hashtag, y'all. Bingo ling fuckering with the ing. All right. This is so dope. I'm glad that this came on the list because I'm a huge fan of hers.
Yes.
Ooh, this is Shaker number 4. Bee and Puppy Cat number 9 by Rose Besh. This is the
You
regular.
got it. I thought you were gonna
I
mess up the
thought for
name.
sure he was gonna fuck that up.
Nailed it.
You got Rose
No
Besh.
confidence. No
Nice.
confidence in Marty Marr. This is by Boom Studios, published in 2015. Comic book artists' first appearances have been gaining steam lately, but several women are pushing the first cover appearance to the moon. Jenny Friesen's first cover was from Voltron, a Legend Forge number 1, way back in 2008.
Jenny,
Add
who?
to the fact,
Friesen.
Friesen.
Friesen?
Yeah, Friesen.
It's Friesen.
Frizen.
Is it Friesen or Friesen?
It's Jenny Frizen. Trust me.
Friesen? Okay. All right.
You're
I always thought it was
teetering that
Friesen.
line, but bingo link fuckering.
No. Add to the fact that it's very hard to find, and no wonder that the last graded 9.8 sold for a whopping 1,150 less than a month ago. Peach Momoko is arguably the most sought-after cover artist these days. Her first cover was from Marvel Rising number 1, a 1 in 25 incentive variant, which last sold for $650 and a graded 9.8. Rose Besh is right on the heels of those two, as her first published comic work in Bee and Puppy Cat number 9 was caught fire of late. Just last month saw 2 raw copies sell for $120, while this week saw an all-time high of $600 for a graded 9.8 on November 5th, which was nearly doubled the last sale in March. It always refreshing to see women rise in comic book industry, and we'll see who the next one is to blow up.
I don't know
How
what
do
they
you get
want me
it
to
right
play.
the first time and blow it the second time?
Rose Besh?
Name.
We have a bunch of people's interpretation. Friesen,
No, it's
Frizen?
Frizen. I've met her. It's
fries
Frizen.
on.
Is it
it's
Friesen
Friesen.
or
It's
Friesen?
Friesen. Chad's got it right. It rhymes with prison. Friesen.
Friesen?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Friesen. I mean,
know,
you
I
nailed all the
collected-
hard parts. Then when it came to Friesen, you know, it's
Well,
just
here's,
like,
I've
like me
I
and
have
Tony
so
Freak.
many covers.
Beginning,
I-
and then he just burns it at the end.
there's like multiple things we could play. We could play Peach Momoko clip, or we could do the bingo ling fuckering. But
Poor
you know what?
Marty.
What's wrong with
We
Peach
love you,
Momoko?
Marty.
Oh my God, you guys
It was
are
Friesen that you got wrong.
And then he said Bersh the second time. He went Rose Bersh.
Bersh. Oh my
Bersh.
god.
Oh my
right.
God, guys!
You got
You
one
guys
more to
are-
read, and we'll see,
talk
man.
talk about a tough crowd tonight, man. It's a tough panel, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
people in the community are angry and upset. They want to lash
Look,
out.
Ronnie's
what are you
like,
gonna do,
"What
man?"
the fuck, Marty?" And then we've got what else? Hold on. Let me
Just-
scroll up here.
Just
What else?
tag
we got?
Marty
We
with
got,
bingo ling fuckering on Instagram.
yeah, we got Marty mess up Rose Bur. Okay, well, Marty mess up Rose Bursch. Oh my God, man! Look at this
Is
crowd.
it
No love.
French?
Put
We love
Marty in a
you.
Marty's gonna
timeout.
have
No,
to
we
go on
love
a
you.
fucking
Look, we've got
apology
put
tour.
Marty in a timeout. I mean,
Well,
my goodness,
Marty and
no
myself,
love.
English
Oh
isn't our
my
first
God.
language, right?
You
I
know,
mean,
and
right?
here's and look, what the fuck, Mark Tete? What is that? Oh my goodness! No
All
love,
right,
no
welcome
love
to
whatsoever.
the
I'm not
Marty
getting paid for this,
Destroys Word
folks.
show, sponsored by
know?
Not getting
Rose,
paid for
Besh,
this.
and Jenny Fryzon.
It'd be
All
different.
right.
It may
Rose
be
Bursch
different. Look at that,
and
Marty Bonics. Marty Bonics. I'm not getting paid for this, okay,
Hey,
guys?
instead of comic book fanatics, it'd be comic book phonics. There may
God,
be.
oh my God, man! Here we go.
All
Here
right,
we
so
go.
being the puppy cat number 9.
Hashtag bubonics.
Hashtag bingo ling fuckering. Easy. Being a copycat.
Thank you.
Being a puppy
Thank
cat
you,
number
Real
9.
Fake Comics. He says, Marty, we love you.
We
Okay,
do.
thank you.
I love
Good that
you.
you're getting man love. That's cool. Being puppy cat number 9, Rose Best, a regular condition from Boom Studios, 600 bones. Yeah, I was trying to collect trying to find like Natalie Sanders' first cover. That's another artist that is she's not up there with Peach Momoko, Jenny Frison, and those, but she doesn't do quite as many as others. If you're familiar with Natalie Sanders,
She does a lot of variants, man. She's amazing. with
she used to
variants.
work directly with my buddies over at KRS Comics. Check out KRS Comics.
And she
Oh my
uses her
God,
own face. and
Natalie
her own
Sanders, man.
likeness.
I've been collecting her work since the beginning, man, and
Yeah,
she's
she's good.
absolutely
She's good.
amazing.
She
man.
doesn't even know
And-
what her first is because I met her at a KRS Comics booth. I said, "What's your first cover?" She goes, "Oh, I don't know." And she's very like isolated, insulated too. Like during COVID, she didn't want to go. After COVID, she didn't want to go to any conventions and do any signings. But she's still a nice, tiny gal, but tons of talent, man. Tons of talent. All right, love this book right here. Damn, 9.4.
Yes, cool. All right, next up, we have The Crow #1. This is the second print from Caliber Press in 1989. The Crow is the definition of a cult classic in all mediums. The release of the comic became an underground success with a select following. 5 years later, the property was adapted into a film which opened to critical acclaim and financial success. A cult following kept the movie and story thriving until The Crow became a cult classic. Today, The Crow has sold over 750,000 copies worldwide and has been translated into a dozen languages. The Crow is also set to release a reboot of the film in 2024, starring Bill Skarsgård as the main hero. Producer Sam Pressman is even quoted saying that the film is an anti-Marvel film and that its uniqueness will make it stand out from other superhero films. This past week, a collector must have seen all these exciting
right back.
prospects and picked up a CGC graded 9.4 copy for $570. This sale blew the previous sale in June straight out of the water. It also surpassed the last 9.6 sale by over $400. However, this might be due to the scarcity of sales. At this time, the CGC census indicates that there are currently 3 9.8 grades, 9 9.6 grades, and 18 copies of a 9.4. It would be interesting to see what a 9.8 second printing would sell for after this new all-time high.
What do you think of
Yeah.
this cover, Marty?
This is gorgeous. I love it. I love the fact that it is almost very morbid, very dark, very just
Yeah.
kind of droopy in a sense. So yeah, this is definitely up my alley.
And you can tell it would be really hard to get in a high grade with that all black rim. Like
All
that would
black?
be tough.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Fine tick
Talk about
magnet.
ticks.
That's
yeah,
why a
talk about
9.4 is
spine
going
ticks,
for
yeah.
570.
I'm back. Yeah, sorry. The postman redelivered my thing. He rang my doorbell.
Did you ask
Oh,
him what the animal was?
so no animal.
I guess they're gone, or a motherfucker was
Yeah.
straight tripping, man. I mean, yeah. So, The Crow #1 second print, February 1st, 1989. Let's play a game here. Let's play.
What?
2 degrees of separation between Bruce Lee and Ahsoka Tano, the show, Ahsoka.
Okay, elaborate.
find two
So-
ways that they're connected before you hit the two actors have been together, right?
No, meaning like degrees of separate. Like you ever played the game 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? Like you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Well, okay, so the Crow, famously played by Brandon Lee, the son of Bruce Lee.
Yep.
Brandon Lee, the sisters Shannon Lee, right? So Bruce Lee's goddaughter was Diana Inosanto, who played Morgan Elsbeth on Ahsoka.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Mind blown.
Man, I
Damn.
didn't think you were gonna get anywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
so
where is he
dropping it.
going?
Drop it like
really,
it's hot.
she's really one
Drop
degree
it
of
like it's
separation.
hot.
She's really 1 degree of separation because she, her father is one of Bruce Lee's first students in Jeet Kune Do, and Diana Inosanto. That's why she's so badass, because she actually is a real martial artist. So there you go.
Do they
She's
still teach
badass,
that?
too.
Is that still very popular as Jeet Kune Do, man, or what?
Yeah, there's some guys in the UFC that practice Jeet Kune Do because it's
Yeah.
open style. It accepts all styles of ground fighting. Famously in like Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee
Yeah.
does like what his version of an armbar is in the film. If you remember, he's wearing Speedos and he's fighting that dude in front of all the
Yep.
monks. He puts somebody in an armbar, which nobody had seen on film yet. It's not a technical jujitsu armbar, but I mean, he even had the fingerless gloves and everything. So, yo, Bruce Lee's my man. I have quite the Bruce Lee collection, actually. I'm just looking at it right now. I have about tons of action figures. I have some super rare Funko Pops of Bruce Lee too that were limited release
Ooh.
that are worth a few $100 too. So
Fantastic segue, TiVo.
that's it. The Crow, #1, second print from CovrPrice, 1989. Damn, that's a tough nut to crack. 9.4 even
Yeah.
for this
Yeah,
black
that
all
is.
black cover. Great movie. The subsequent sequels, meh. I don't know. It was because Brandon Lee really made that role what it was. If you
Hey,
remember
TiVo, I
what-
have a bone to pick with you, actually, since
Aw,
you brought it
shit.
up. We had
Oh,
Spawn.
shit.
If you guys weren't here on Tuesday, Spawn was on the top 10 list. And you were saying that the older movie from the 90s was just terrible. And I watched it last night. It is not that bad.
I didn't say it was
It's
terrible. I
actually
said
really
make the
good.
90s version of Spawn, but better.
I
That
think
is
it
my
was great.
exact
It was-
words because
okay,
I
That's what he
listened to it again.
said. That is what he
Yeah,
said.
90s,
baby,
that
back
is-
me
it was
up, homie.
pretty on
Jeff, back
point.
me up, homeboy. That's what
Throw
I
the
said.
red flag, Laura.
I know, but where's that commercial where they
All
throw the replay
right,
flag?
JB.
Yeah.
Okay, JB, pick your side. It's fine.
You know, I actually enjoyed the '90s version of Spawn, man.
It wasn't bad at all.
I dug the
No,
special
it's
effects
not
on
an
it.
awful
I just
film.
didn't like the storyline. I enjoy the special effects. I enjoy like all the darkness and all the hell shit going on, but it
hell.
just wasn't, the storyline to me was just kind of really lame. Though. It was a typical '90s movie with,
Hey,
with
but
special
back
effects.
then it was comic book movies was a barren desert. You know what I'm saying? We were
Oh my
happy.
God,
to
yeah.
we were happy.
Yeah,
to get
remember
Spawn.
the
Since
TV shows? Yeah.
Spawn was such a huge thing when it came out. From an independent publisher back then. I don't know if you can call them an independent publisher now, since Image is. You could say the big two, and then they're like 1 or 2A or number 2A or something like that. You know what I mean? Image is pretty freaking
Okay,
huge
all right.
nowadays. I mean,
Yeah,
not as big
yeah.
in the '90s when it had Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, Rob Liefeld, Mark Silvestri, all those. I won't invoke the documentary, but you should see it. All right, what do we got up next?
All right.
All right. Well, you know what? This is an interesting one, man. Sit back and relax. And we had a decent
This is an
little
opener for
segue
sure.
into this just a second ago.
Enjoy
By the
this
way-
one, JB. Enjoy this one, man.
Yeah,
Deep
if
breath.
you're
breath.
if you haven't already and you're enjoying the show, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up. This one's going to take a while, so you may want to refresh your cocktail or smoke them if you got them. All right, at number 6, we've got Game Informer issue number 1, originally published in 1991 by, you're seeing it right there, by Funko. Now, if you could travel
Not that
back,
Funko, a different Funko.
it just says Funko. It's Funko.
Yeah.
Funko Inc. Man, I'm just reading it.
with a
It just
C
says
without a
Funko.
K. Yeah, I
Funko
Funko
with a
It
C.
says Funko. I'm reading it. It says Funko. All right. Yeah.
Okay,
If you could
golden
travel
fucker.
back to if you could travel back to early 1990s, man, a golden age for video games, you would
was getting
definitely
deep.
want to snag the first issue of Game Informer as a keepsake, right? Now, Game Informer which would become a giant in the industry, was published on October 1st, 1991 by Funko with a C, by Funko Inc., and has since become a prized possession for gamers and collectors alike. A serious contender against Nintendo Power for the title of most iconic video game magazine ever published, Game Informer's staying power is unmatched. This series, which is still in circulation, courtesy of GameStop, carries with it nostalgia and charm of the early 90s gaming boom. As a testament to its culture and historic significance, a copy graded at 9.6 recently fetched a remarkable $1,680 on November 4th. As per the CGC census from July 2023, this copy of Game Informer issue number 1 stands in a league of its own, with only 2 copies rated at 9.6 and none higher. It's clear why a copy in such pristine condition would command a handsome price at auction. In addition to its financial worth, the cultural significance of this issue cannot be overstated. Sonic the Hedgehog, an iconic figure of the era's gaming culture, graces the cover. It also documents a pivotal moment in gaming history when home consoles were transforming the entertainment landscape and games like NHL hockey were defining their respective genres. The Game Genie controversy, in particular, is a piece of gaming folklore representing one of the earliest major discussions around game modifications and player advantage. Game Informer issue number 1 is a symbol of longevity and relevance in the ever-changing world of gaming collectibles. It's a must-have for those who value the intersection of gaming and cultural documentation, and as sales data shows, the market recognizes and celebrates its significance. This landmark issue is a must-have for anyone passionate about gaming history or the evolution of gaming journalism. It affirms that while the pixels may fade, the legacy of these early gaming pioneers will continue to level up.
Well read,
damn,
as well as
Jacob.
well written. Well read, as well as well written, man. Game Informer issue 1 from Funko
Flawless.
Inc. with a C from 1991. Now, I remember back to 1991, and nowadays you can go on the internet to get cheat codes. Back then, man, you had to know a friend or had these magazines that gave you the cheat codes for your home consoles. In 1991, what was I doing? I was knee deep, and I was getting all kinds of trouble. To be honest with you, I was just about. I was just about partying and getting girls, man. I was like, I didn't have a serious girlfriend until I was 30 years old. To be honest with you, but 1991, we now geek is chic, but then we had to hide our geekness. You know what I'm saying? I go to the comic shop on Wednesdays, and don't tell anybody. But then it started coming chic. It started coming more hip hop, and now it's like everybody plays hip hop on their channels and shows and everything. But I'm shocked that this sold for this low, to be honest with you. For only $16.80, that seems like a steal. But we shall see. I think here's your chance to get on the board, perhaps. I think.
And first of all, I'd like to highlight Ronnie saying that JB is a true professional. No Martism. Well, thank you for your
Martyisms.
There we go. And I thank you for your vote of confidence, Ronnie. And I do appreciate that. I appreciate the support. But anyway, shaker number 7 is Iron Man number 150. This is the newsstand by Marvel, published in 1981. Dr. Doom books have been on the upswing for years. His inevitable live action appearance in the MCU has had fans and collectors grabbing both rare copies and early appearances of the iconic villain. From Marvel team-up issues to Namor, many titles from the Bronze Age have seen an increase in both price and demand.
In the Bronze Age? LeBron James? Just kidding.
Bronze Age.
Go ahead.
now you screwed it up. Now
it sounded like you said LeBron's age.
No.
No.
LeBron James age.
Okay.
Lingo fuckering.
Lingo. You're just wanting the lingo. Fuck me. That's what it is.
Oh, hey, the show's for kids. Keep it in there.
This trend has now trickled down to Iron Man number 150. This book has always been a steady seller and features a classic homage cover from the Fantastic Four. This past week saw a new high sale for a raw copy in near mint condition. The November 7th sale was for $150 for a newsstand copy. The direct edition counterpart had a near mint sale for $86 back in August for reference. The newsstand trend doesn't seem to be fading anytime soon, as many Bronze Age Marvel and DC comics have seen healthy prices increases in previous years, especially on higher grade copies.
All right, hold on. Let's see, before you crush him with LeBron's age. And this is actually a two-part story, issue 149 and 150.
That's right.
You have got to read this story. It is fantastic. They are back in time. King Arthur time.
I love this cover. Yes,
I
love
this.
The
cover of 149 is just a big Doom mask.
Yeah.
It's just a fantastic.
It's just amazing. It's a great read. It's a great cover. It's great artwork in there. Overall, I just remember this, and you know, I'm glad. I'm also glad to be the comedian. Not
GT
by choice.
Comic proves that he's not a bot by saying "Lingo Fuck Me" is the title of Latin porn flick from the 1980s.
Oh my god!
Latin, I mean,
the Lingo Fuck Me is something that I've coined. So,
I mean, I would assume you mean like Italian or Latino, right? Because Latin hasn't been spoken in hundreds of years, unless you go to Rome or something like that. But speaking of which, the shows that I've watched that you should watch.
Oh,
30
bingo
coins.
card.
Here we go. Here we go.
30 coins. Triente Monedas is so good.
Uno Vision.
No, it's on HBO, man, but it's in Espanol. There's one chick that's super annoying because she accentuates her lisp when she's gracias. I'm like, God damn, bitch. Anyway, so it's most of the other speak normal Spanish. She seems like she's ripped from a telenovela, but there is some dark shit that happens throughout season 1 into season 2. I mean, I was like, whoa, their depiction of hell or whatever it is, you gotta.
What show is this, Tim?
30 coins on HBO. It's on HBO.
I started watching the first episode, man. Talk about some really interesting beginning to it,
It
man.
gets really twisted and dark. And then they go to Mexico, they go to the Vatican, and then Paul Giamatti shows up for some reason in this season 2. I'm like, what the fuck? So they're like speaking Italian, Spanish, Castilian Spanish from Spain, Spanish spoken in Mexico, and then Italian, and then English of all things. It's what are you gonna do? I'm gonna piss off Marty. I'm gonna piss off JB here. What are you gonna do? Watch SUV?
You're killing me. SVU.
SUV.
And I literally will watch that for 8 straight hours on a Saturday. I'm serious.
Oh God. Iron Man issue number 150 newsstand, September 1st, 1980. 150 for a raw dog. Wow, because that is an impossible black cover too.
It is.
All right.
Look at the ticks on even on that cover one right there, man. You see the spine ticks on that one? Yeah.
Well, let's go back 40 years, shall we?
Oh, I'm so glad I got this one. All right, so Superman number 10. This is
40
DC
years from the last book, not 40 years from now, just in case people are like, your math sucks. But anyway.
1941. Who says bald isn't beautiful? Just ask early Superman comic collectors. What?
That's a damn right. Bald is beautiful.
I think bald, I think it can be. Superman number 10 features a fabulous Fred Ray cover with Superman about to rescue a damsel in distress who has just jumped out of her burning aircraft. It appears her parachute cord has failed her, but have no fear, Superman is here. While all early Golden Age Superman issues are big ticket items, it never hurts when there are unique characters associated with them. This particular issue contains the first bald-headed Lex Luthor, who is arguably the most notorious of all Superman villains. He was portrayed in major motion pictures by Gene Hackman, Kevin Spacey, and most recently by Jesse Eisenberg. This past week, we saw a rare sale of a CGC 3.5 recorded as a $2,150 on eBay. The actual sale price, however, was only $1,000. I need to figure out how to do that. I don't understand how people find that out on eBay. Later that same day, we saw a CBCS 0.5 hit 750. Hard to know if the person who purchased the 0.5 realized the actual sale price of the CGC 3.5 before they paid 750 for theirs. We hope so. How can you tell when it says like best offer accepted? How do you know what was accepted?
You don't. So
But
what?
people post all the time. They're like, "Oh, best offer was blah blah blah," and they put what it was sold for.
So
How do they-
I don't want to give away all the secrets, but
That's
let's
not
just
true.
say-
You can absolutely, I can show you how to do it. It's super simple. It's
Yeah.
literally going on to the sale page and right clicking, which will bring up some code. You can look at the code on that page and search tax, the word tax, and then it'll show you what the taxable rate was, which was the accepted offer.
Wow.
Really?
Check out the
I can
big
show you.
brains on
Look at
Brad.
you.
All right. All right.
Dropping it, brother. Drop it like it's hot.
All right.
Now I need to picture what Lex Luthor looked like with hair. I mean, I always assumed he was always bald. Crazy, right? I mean, I would assume his earlier issues he had hair, right? I meant
No.
Wait,
Well, the first issue, yes, but it shows him losing his hair, and then but it was like maybe a couple panels, I believe it was, where he actually had hair, and then there was a incident that actually caused his hair to flop out, and that's when he started becoming like really, angry.
When he saw Jesse Eisenberg portraying him, he went bald. He's like, oh
Shit, I
God.
got angry when I started losing my hair too. Shit, man, I don't blame the guy.
Oh, I got a full fucking head of hair that I'll never go bald.
Rub it in, TiVo. Rub it in. Okay, I have a trivia question for the chat.
Uh-oh.
They probably already know because I'm a noob in this whole thing.
Are you
but
giving away something with this trivia question? Or are you
yes,
just
I
gonna know
will.
the
Whoever
answer?
gets this
Oh,
right,
oh,
I will send you
frontline,
something
JB.
from me, not JB. It'll come from me because he's a separate giveaway.
And Marty,
What
don't
does-
answer.
Yeah. What
Okay,
is the
so
S?
no
Don't
answer.
answer, Marty.
What does the S on Superman's outfit represent on his world or from his
Man,
planet?
that's so easy.
Let's just see who
Come on,
gets it.
someone in the chat has to know this.
Let's just see. Do.
I think it's relatively new too. I don't think they ever said it in the original films or in the comic books.
It was in the
Snyder,
Steel of Darkness.
Snyder film.
yeah,
for sure.
Snyder. Yep, there we go.
Oh,
Liger
got it. Wait, hold on. Shit. He
no,
killed. Wait,
Rudy
Rudy?
T got it.
Is Rudy what you
no,
got first?
hold on. Rudy.
It's Rudy.
Yeah,
right?
Rudy got it.
Rudy at the top.
Rudy.
Did Marty say
Yeah.
he lost his balls or went bald and then it was
No.
What the fuck is going on, man?
What the hell
Anyway.
is going on with Marty tonight, man?
This chat is
But-
off the hook today, man.
This chat is off the chain tonight.
So
brother.
hope is it's during Batman or Man of Steel. He says the S on his chest stands for hope, which I don't think was ever said in the original films.
No. It was originally supposed to be the emblem of the House of L, because in the original Superman series, it was each family had their own emblem.
Oh, like you
So-
say, it was on the CW shows too. So in between the original Superman show movie and the Zack Snyder cut, Zack Snyder films, they did it on the CWs. Good job. But our man Rudy's like, give it to Liger. So
All right, so
reach
Liger
out
hit
to
me up.
Liger.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Liger, congratulations. Hit up Miss Earth City Comics and she'll send you out a comic that's dropping last Friday or this Friday.
Lady
I'll
Laura.
find
Lady
you.
Laura got
It's
I'll
ladies'
send
something
you
out.
choice, so whatever she wants to give you, you will take it and you will say thank you. Damn it.
You will love it.
You'd
All right.
be appreciative, damn it.
Here's probably my favorite cover of the week.
Yeah,
Ooh.
this is fantastic. By the way, this is the final read of the night for me. We really appreciate everybody in the attendance of our live chat. We got 94 strong. We really appreciate you guys. If you are enjoying the show and you're not subscribed, what the hell's wrong with you, man? Come on, subscribe to the channel already and hit the thumbs up.
Yeah, and if you're a big fan of the Marty Marr, please give 2 thumbs up, please.
Well, if they
There
do
you
that,
go.
then it's just no thumbs at all. If you click on it twice.
And Shaker
All
number
right,
9
yeah, if you're
is
hating the
Weird,
show, hit it twice. No, I'm
War
joking.
Tales number 1.
At Shaker number 9, we've got Weird World Tales issue number 1, originally published in 1971. Now 1954. How would I go back to 1954 from a book from 1971? Stick with me. In 1954, it was a dark time in the world of comic books. The comics Code Authority was created and began to enforce strict guidelines on comic books. DC had several of their horror titles fall off the market entirely and completely restructured the titles that did survive. In 1971, the Comics Code Authority revised their strict guidelines a little bit, and DC ventured into new territory. Since House of Mystery was having tremendous success, DC decided to launch a new title into the war horror genre. Weird War Tales was the first war title mixed in with horror, fantasy, and sci-fi, and it also was narrated by Death himself. The title was a hit and it ran for 124 issues, had a 4-issue miniseries, and also a one-shot. More importantly, this run introduced the Creature Commandos, the team that James Gunn is turning into an animated streaming series. They debuted in issue number 93. The success of this series led DC to turn All-Star Western into Weird Western Tales, which is attributed with propelling the character Jonah Hex into the spotlight. While this may not be a traditional key, it is truly a pivotal book in the history of comics. Someone saw the value in this history when they purchased a CGC graded 9.2 copy for $600. This is over $200 more than what it sold for back in 2020. More so, it's about $100 more than what a graded 9.4 sold for in 2022. This might be the catalyst that begins to increase the value of this book.
I do believe we have a challenge from the live chat to Marty.
You have to know this. You have to know this.
So Romney says, I have 5 copies of this Weird War Tales #1. If Marty can say who Laura's favorite artist is and correct and with correct.
You have to know this. You follow me on IG. Come on.
And he will send this to you.
Okay. Yes, I know this. I do know this.
Let's just say it's a name you've already butchered.
Yes. And Laura's favorite artist and pronounced correctly is
think about it for a second. Just think on it.
Let's think about this.
Follow me on IG. Think about my post.
Literally just said it
Jenny
earlier.
Frizen. Jenny
Frizen.
Yes, that's it.
We didn't help
I
him
remember
at
it. I
all.
butchered it earlier, but but my panel collected me. It was Jenny Frizen. Yeah.
Gonna give me a
How dare you challenge the Lord, you filthy peasants? I'm just kidding.
Shut your whore mouths.
Our live chat is so fun. We love hanging out with you guys, man. So we're
love you guys, man. Love you guys.
Hit up Comic Book Fanatics on Instagram and send him an issue. Send me one. I don't have one.
Oh man,
I was like Weird War Tales issue #1 from 1971, $600 and 9.2. First appearance of the Creature Commandos. I'm actually excited for that. All right, last one on the list. This is probably my second favorite cover.
Bring us home, Marty.
Look at this. Oh my God, this is my last read. Thank God. Please pray for me. Please ask the comic gods that I don't screw this up. But this is Shaker number 10. This is Zatanna #1, second print by DC.
Oh my God! Sorry.
Bert Hermgeif, Irv Hermlinger, Bing Livehanger, Livelink, Bert Herkern, Bingo Lingfucker.
Wait, I said Zatanna #1.
You said Zantana. You said Zantana.
No, I said Zatanna.
No, you said Zantana.
I'm saying
Throw the replay flag. On replay, you'll said Zantana.
Okay.
Carlos Zantana.
Shaker number 10. and here's the fucked up thing is that I asked everybody to pray for me, and I screw up the first name, right? Okay.
I wasn't expecting that part to get messed up.
Oh my God. Zatanna #1. This is the second print run by DC in 2010. The Zatanna series for 2010 was a number of covers that become highly sought after in the 13 years since their release. The Bolin 1-in-10 ratio variant have all seen increases, with this issue number 5 variant being the big one. Adam Hughes has various covers from the series that are darling in the collector community, with the covers of this issue being number 11 and number 16, which is standing out to most. The debut issue for these series has long been an above cover price book, recently selling for $20 for a very fine raw. But the second printing variant has seen some incredible sales recently. This past week saw an all-time high sale of $350 for a CGC 9.8 graded copy. That is good. The only other graded copy CovrPrice has tracked was a CGC 9.6 copy that sold earlier this year for $40. This is a book rarely mentioned when talking about Zatanna books, but this sale proves that there are collectors paying attention, and looking for this much harder to find number one issue. That was a setup, Tim. That's a setup. That's a setup, okay?
Espinosa says it's a cumulative award.
It's a typo in the damn read.
Wait a minute. What is that
Going,
video that
San Diego?
Ron?
Come on, it says
What
He
is it?
reads whatever's on the teleprompter. Yeah,
He
it's
reads
like,
everything that the teleprompter says. Yes.
hey,
Okay.
for those in live chat who think this is easy,
yeah.
come on board
Hey,
and do the
King.
Shakers list.
King,
The top
where's
10
King of the Golden
is
State
easy.
talking all kind of track. Get your ass up in there.
And I got to get hands out to JB tonight. He had the longest read of this evening, and he did amazing, man. And without even taking a breath, JB, top dog, brother, top dog.
Thank you.
I can't wait to go out and look for Zantana. I can't wait to see her how she's going to show up in the next iteration of the.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
All right, we're running a little bit over.
You want to do the giveaway, or are you going to go? You're gonna.
We'll see what's shaking
transition
a little bit first for
let's
this 5
okay,
minutes.
let's see what's shaking. Give everyone a chance to make a comment. By the way, if you're watching this on the rewind, make sure you comment your favorite cover or comment anything. Just comment something, and we may use your comment in our next show. And also send
comment. No, how about this? Let's comment something with a Marty in there.
Yeah.
Let's this is my wonderful show
What
for
do
the
you love
night.
about Marty? What do you like?
What do you love about Marty?
What do you love about Marty?
Oh, look at this. Reform
Ooh.
School Girls.
Look, Vampirella number 1.
1950. Wow.
Yeah.
Can
They
you
said
imagine
that's
little Timmy?
That is more than risque for a 1950s, man.
Yeah, graphic story of boys and girls running wild in the violent-ridden
That's
slums
almost
of
like
today.
an X. Yeah.
That's your next cosplay, Laura, right there.
No, I wore that yesterday.
There's no
When I
red
wear the
dress.
grocery store, we're fine.
Yeah. You go to a grocery store like that?
Yeah, that's
This
how I
is
got
still...
Yes,
Even though I don't collect anymore, this is the one thing that's on my list of things to
I
get.
have this list. I
First
have
appearance
this,
of
but
Vampirella.
I'm surprised you don't own this.
$3,800
You've
in a
been in this so
9.2.
long. You would think you would have this. You're a Frazetta fan too.
Yeah, I want to just take a minute here just to admire
Warren
the
Publishing,
covers.
man.
I have this one, number 3, as you can see, as denoted here.
You can get
just
the
look
foreign
at
Just out of
editions.
curiosity, Tim, what's the last issue going for? Is it on there?
Wow, Vampirella goes on forever and ever.
112
though.
It's typically the first magazine and
there it
the
is, right
last
there,
magazine.
112 is the last
112,
one.
dude.
Yeah.
So this came out in the 80s.
83.
So after Warren, it went to somebody else, if you recall correctly. I should do some trivia, but we've already given. It's been a great show, man. We've given away stuff, and people have given us stuff, man. This has been awesome, man. You guys,
Yeah, it's a good show. Good show. It's a fun show. Anytime
I'm already with
full
the
panel, it's
comment
always a
section
fun
whenever
show.
you're ready.
I agree, Marty. I like it better when it's all of us.
see why
Bye, Audie.
Marvel
Yes.
number 2 is up there in price. 9.8 for 1,900 bones. Look at that.
Good lord.
Nice. My
It's maybe
goodness.
Great old book. but
Spider-Man and the
I-
Human Torch, right?
I
Yeah.
love Marvel Frame.
Frightful Four.
72, 73.
I tell you
Yeah.
what, those are classics. The Marvel team ups, man.
Well, if we're getting a Marvel
It-
Spotlight, why not Marvel Premiere? Why not Marvel Team Up? I was just watching this last night, matter of fact. Fucking Black Widow. It's not awful. I don't know why it's like,
Yeah.
not everything could be a fine meal. You know what I'm saying? Every time you like to snack a little bit. You know what I mean? I like my snacks blonde and
Yeah.
wearing spandex, or in this case, redhead. Well, blonde for the other widow. By the way, I forgot her name.
Go
Who-
over
who played-
to
who-
that Amazing Spider-Man 688.
Who played
Sorry,
the
you were-
blonde in Black Widow?
That's Florence Pugh. Florence
Yeah,
Pugh.
she
Florence
is butt ass
Pugh.
naked in that movie about the
I
nuclear
know
bomb.
I haven't seen it yet. I want
Damn,
to.
I was shocked. I was like, "Whoa, she is butt ass naked."
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is. First appearance of Doctor Strange. 72 grand and 9.2. I still have my copy. I have a 5.5.
Oh man, I'm loving these comments. By the
What
way,
did you want to
man.
see?
They have to leave it
Davey?
after though, right? They have to
Yeah,
leave it
no.
after.
Slide. It's Amazing Spider-Man 688. It is I think it's a J. Scott Campbell cover with Lizard on the top on the cover.
688.
Oh, that cover that everybody wants.
thing.
Arguably
Which
his
one
best
is?
work.
Oh yes,
There it is.
yes.
Well, I mean that one right
That's
there.
an
You-
amazing
you go
cover,
up,
yeah.
up, right there.
Oh, this one, yeah, 688.
Yeah.
Very hard to
688.
get right here. This is a very hard to get one, man.
We featured this on the show before. He normally just does ladies and stuff. So
I have
this-
some
he
run.
does.
I actually have some of these on this run, not the one at 50 though. But yeah, you're right.
Oh, I
The
thought you
covers are
have-
fantastic, but the
Yeah.
internal art, Peter Parker looks a bit effeminate. You know what I'm saying? Because J.
Well,
Scott Campbell.
anytime he does males, man, they look very, very slim, very feminine looking.
He does
He
lizards
does
well,
better
like
with
lizards.
females,
Yeah,
and-
creatures
and
and
even
venom
the
and shit
lizard
like that.
looks really good. I mean, anything within like a monster or something type.
Yo,
but
I'm blowing up this throat row, son.
well, because you kept all
although
your blades spec.
I-
You kept your
I-
Kang. You kept your
No,
Wolverine.
I sold my Kang and I sold my Wolverine.
Oh.
I still have my FF, but I still have my Tomb of Dracula. I'm holding on to that. So I think I still have these. Good old Shield Wizard, if you ever had that.
Yeah, look at
Yeah,
that. You
you
got
have
the
that on
blue, you got the yellow, you got the reds.
Ah,
Classic golden age type of covers.
Because of the
Damn.
yellow, right? TiVo always points that out.
yeah, it's most prominent in Action Comics. The first like 10 or so issues.
What stands out to the
yeah.
eye. That's why it's a whole
I think it was
psychological
because
thing, yeah.
it was cheaper to make, and because during the war they were limited on the amount of colors they used. Don't quote me that, but I believe there's a story behind that.
I think that's about right. Yeah. That's
Ooh,
true.
That's
Look at
about
this
right.
thing.
That is
All
about right, Laura.
Oh, Witch's Tales number 8. with the
Look at
Grim
that. Look at
Reaper.
that bondage cover.
Bondage cover.
Look at the old. Oh my God. You gotta
Let's see
love
some
those
more
old
covers.
horror
Let's see some
covers.
more covers from Witches.
Marty,
Tales.
do you remember when we kind of started that whole bondage cover thing on YouTube? We were showing them
That
off.
was back in. That was
Me,
back in
you,
2014.
shout out to the NY
15,
Warriors.
bro.
I know
Wait,
my
what did
man.
you guys do? What, elaborate?
We started
see,
highlighting bondage comics, and mostly they were
Yeah.
Wonder Woman comics, where she was always
Wonder
in
Woman, yeah.
bondage.
Look at number
Okay, yeah,
6.
that happens
Yeah.
Laura,
And
Matter of
we
fact,
used to
5, 6.
we used to gift them to each other. Like if a person had like a bondage
Laura's gonna
cover,
get
another
number
person
6.
didn't
She's
have.
looking on eBay right now.
I talked King to Go to State into buying a 9.6 of that Wonder Woman cover where she's strapped to the bottom. She's strapped to a bomb and dropped, and it's super fast.
Yes, yes, the Wonder Woman one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like
that's a
me
classic
and
cover,
James,
man.
me and King to Go to State, we went comic shopping up in Heroes in Campbell or San Jose.
If you guys don't know, a lot of these older covers that we're seeing that we're presenting in a lot of these shows, we've been doing this since for a decade now,
There you
man.
go,
I
Laura.
mean, it's just coming to fruition.
is she a blonde or a redhead? I'm gonna say blonde and
She's
a red.
blonde. She's
Yeah.
strawberry blonde.
She's
they have one on
strawberry,
eBay.
strawberry blonde.
She's already
I think
looked it up. They
that's
got
the-
one on eBay.
I am on
What
eBay
else?
currently.
Oh man, these are some gnarly covers on here, man. God,
That's
I
some
want
lovely
all
covers,
these.
man. God, classics, man. If
Witches
you are not,
Tales.
if you have expendable income and you can afford a lot of these horror comics, get it, man, because they're gonna go nowhere but up.
Did you say expendable income?
Expendable income.
Okay,
That's right.
Okay,
Expendable income.
Spawn of the Dead.
Yes, I
Adam?
remember this cover. This was
Getting
on
a lot of DC love on here,
yeah.
man. A lot of Spider-Man stuff.
Superman
too.
and He-Man. That's how
this
much
is
is that going
interesting.
for, by the way?
Raw Dog 500 bones. But look at this. Cable and Deadpool
Ah,
sticky situations.
That's a beautiful cover.
It's like Deadpool's got Wolverine's claws. That's dope.
TiVo,
Issue
quick
number-
question. There's a
First meeting of
Witch's
Spider-Man and Deadpool.
TiVo,
Hmm.
focus for a second. There's a witch's
Okay.
tail that says trim. What does that mean? Like they
It means
actually
the
cut
page,
it?
the cover has been trimmed, or the page has been trimmed. Don't
Like they
get it.
took scissors and cut the actual cover?
or a
Yeah.
razor blade or whatever, and,
Yeah.
and trimmed off the.
Yeah.
You'll see in really older books,
That's a-
like in you
that's
gotta
a
be careful
purple
with
cover,
Silver
right?
Age
That's
when
a
you start to
purple
get
cover.
that
Yeah.
chipping. You know, when you get chipping to the edges of the cover,
Yeah,
They'll-
yeah.
they'll cut that chipping off.
So I'm assuming
and
you're
you'll
looking
see
at a
real
slab
clean
copy,
edge.
right?
And a real
yeah,
tell is
it
that when
was
the
purple,
interior
Marty.
pages are sticking out farther than the
Yeah.
cover is.
What's the grade on it?
if it's wrapped correctly?
8.5.
But what color is the label?
Purple.
Don't, Lord, don't.
Purple. No.
Not
I
anything
got,
that's
a,
been
I got an
touched.
aversion for
Don't,
purple
no.
covers, man. So
No,
that's
purple covers are just they're not worth it. Especially
I got a
if
purple
you're
cover by
collector.
accident. Shit, I made a mistake of buying a PGX book, first appearance of Hawkeye, Tales of Suspense, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm gonna crack this bad boy and send it to CGC. And then I posted the picture, and somebody goes, "Damn, dude, is that trimmed?" I go, "Oh fuck, you're right." And I was like, "Damn, sure enough, CG sent it back as trimmed." So I cracked it from the yellow. I cracked it from that label, and I sold it raw dog and said it was trimmed pages. So that was.
And a lot of collectors will get kind of stuck on, they'll have
There's a couple things I've been seeing
colorings
a lot
on
of
it.
pictures.
They'll have touch-ups on it, man.
Color
You just
touch
got to be careful
on the
of that.
spine. A lot. And hit it with the black light. Color touch on the spine.
Yeah.
In trimmed pages, I see more.
It's
than
not as
that.
prevalent
do it,
now.
Lord.
It's
It's
not
not
as
worth
prevalent. It's not as prevalent now as it used to be because people used to be able to get away with it. But now with the proliferation of grade of slabbing comics with more reputable companies like CBCS and CGC, people are like, you can't get away with that now. There's a way to see touch-up coloring on a cover. You want to know how? Open the cover, take a flashlight, and shine it on the inside, and you can tell if it's been color touched. That's the simplest way.
Yep.
Okay.
Trimmed is pretty easy too, guys. If a cover from 1955 has perfectly set edges on it, it's probably not true. What is 9 divided by 2? 4.5.
42.
4.5. That's easy, man. I can do that.
That never gets old. That was so funny.
Never
that
gets
Kobe.
old.
When you were
never
here,
gets
it was
old.
so rough.
All right,
I'm
you know
getting
what?
old.
Real quick, TiVo, put it back on. Can you put it back so we can show what we're giving away here?
All right, sure, man.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Oh God, those are gorgeous.
Miss
covers,
Laura, can you
man.
tell me what I have in my hands here?
So on
He's
your
nuts.
right or our left would be The Call. That's by Will Shrikey. And again, that's all
Yes.
colored pencils. And then on the left or your left, our right is Kill Your Darlings. Ugh.
The one with the teddy bears coming out of it is Kill Your Darling.
Yeah, Laura, I'm gonna
Yes.
hit you up for those covers. So
Kill Your
Yeah.
Darlings is a trip read too. And The Call is kind of like the Goonies, but
Oops.
with like girls.
Oops. What the fuck happened?
It's the best
All right,
way.
let me
It's like the Goonies.
go
Sure.
back here. There we go.
like Paper Girls, right?
Good luck,
All right,
everybody.
you
I
guys
like Paper Girls. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull one last time. This is your last chance to get in on
4.5.
this. We have got a total of 42 comments,
now-
and the winning
Now it's
comment
2 divided by 9. Good luck with that. I can do 9 divided by 2.
Who's the one?
Jared Schultz.
Thanks
2
for the
divided
show
by
and a
2
chance
is
to win, Jared.
I
Please
love
reach
that.
out to me,
Hopefully you're watching on the rewind.
Jared Schultz.
Jared Schultz. Let me
Yeah,
stop
shout out
screen
to
sharing.
the
Congrats,
rewind.
Make sure you reach out to me. Why do you keep this?
I gotta think of a name for the people, the rewind crew, the rewind.
Jared
Revengers.
Schultz. Oh, I got to get a post-it.
We have a lot of them too. They're like they come in full force.
What do
They
we want
do.
to call them? The
They do.
rewinders.
Jared
I like
Schultz.
that. I like the
The
rewinders.
replayers. Let's
Rewinders.
replay.
All right, Laura. Any last words?
So Liger, make sure you reach out to me. Go to Mrs. Bird City, not Bird City Comics, do Mrs. Bird City because I respond faster than Anthony does. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. This is such a fun show. I like what Marty said earlier. I love having all of us together. And JB rocking that brony shirt just made it so much better.
Brody, I love it, brother.
Yes.
JB.
yeah,
any
thank you
last
guys for
words,
being here.
Mr. Brony man?
Yes,
Or
everybody,
LeBronny?
please, we're out here. We do this for free. I hope you have a good time. If you're
Free.
enjoying yourself, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah.
follow us all on our social medias and
When I
support
get
us.
to
If you have
8,000
any of the
subs,
books,
I'll give this
tag
away.
LOTLB.
1,000.
9.0 old CDC label. Look at
So
that.
8. You said
Nice.
8,000. The 8,000 or
When we get to the next marker, right?
I don't know. Maybe I'll
Okay.
change my mind, but I got a ton of other books too that I'm
Yeah.
just.
Maybe I'll change my mind. You can't change your mind.
let's see some more.
All right, JB. That was
As
it.
always, everybody, don't forget we had a good time.
All right, Sir LeBron, would you like to give us our outgoing blessing, please?
Yes, but first of all, let me say that tomorrow is Veterans Day, and please, 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 please thank a veteran tomorrow. Buy him lunch, buy him dinner, pay for his coffee or something like that. Because without a lot of these veterans,
send him a comic book.
They're sending him a comic book. Yeah,
you are getting one. If
Ronnie's on it already. Ronnie's
yes, thank you for that. Thank you for that, and thank you, Laura. And so, but anyways, thank you for joining us, everybody out in the chat, everybody out in the rewind. May all the comic gods continue to bless your long boxes, and please thank a veteran tomorrow. Excelsior.
All right, for Laura, JB, and Marty, sorry that Matt Damon couldn't get you on the show because we got a full panel. But no, until next time, boys and girls, keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
Oh my God.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 3 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is
Shake and bake and pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is In this, you shall know that the Lord is
Go on and get some, boy. Jack, here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is
What's in the box?